Hi, my name is Ray and you're watching Hot Girl Style Home Edition. Right now we are in my beauty room and I'm gonna show you how I achieved this soft glam quarantine look. So the first thing I'm gonna start with is my foundation. I'm gonna be using my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This foundation is amazing, especially if you want something that's light but still full coverage. This is that foundation. So I'm just gonna apply it with my brush. Lately I've been kind of leaning towards doing my foundation with a brush instead of a sponge. I don't know why, I feel like I go back and forth. But right now, I'm a brush girl. I'm going for a more natural glam because, I mean, it's not like I'm going anywhere, but you know, sometimes you want to do your makeup during this quarantine and take cute pics, so we're just gonna do like a little natural glam, nothing too crazy. Okay, so now that my foundation is complete, we're gonna move on to some concealer. I'm gonna be using one of my favorite concealers. This is from e.l.f. It's their Hydrating Camo Concealer, Satin Finish. This concealer, it's only $6, it's bomb. I'm just gonna use this underneath the eyes and blend it out, and it's really creamy, so you don't gotta worry about creasing or looking too dry. And I'm gonna also blend my concealer out with the brush as well. Usually I do it with a sponge, but like I said, I've been loving blending my concealer and foundation with a brush. So I'm just gonna take this kabuki style brush and blend out my concealer. I'm gonna be using the Pat McGrath Labs setting powder. This is the Skin Fetish in medium. I'm not gonna bake because it's not like I need this makeup to last all day. We're not going anywhere. So I'm just gonna take a fluffy powder brush and take some of this powder and just set all the areas where I get super oily, which is basically all over my face. But I'm just gonna focus more on the center because I don't mind a little shine. I feel like now that I'm older, you want a little shine. You want it to look a little dewy. You don't want to look too dry and too matte. So just the main areas where it gets like super oily. And also underneath the eyes because you don't want the concealer to crease. You want it to last all day. In the house. On your Zoom calls, on your FaceTimes. Booyah. Okay. Now that we have our flawless base, time to chisel this face. I don't know about you, but although we're doing some hot girl style makeup right now, you know, there's been a lot of food, a lot of desserts going on, a lot of eating, and a lot of weight gaining. So we need to use some contour powder so we can cut at least like 5 pounds off of this face. So I'm gonna be using the Alamar Cosmetics. This is their Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. I'm gonna be using this color right here, Always Summer, because we wanna bronze up, but we also want to chisel. One of my favorite tricks that I like to do to really chisel the face and just make it look snatched is you want to take your bronzer or your contour powder and you kind of make like a V shape underneath your chin like this, and it kind of just brings it in. And then you want to take the leftover powder and chisel out the jawline, and you want to bring it up just a little bit, not too much, but just a little bit above your jawline and a little down your neck. Look at that. Look at that complete difference. Looks like I lost 5 to 10 pounds. Okay, so now that I'm done bronzing / contouring my face, we are gonna move on to some blush. I'm just gonna take a really pretty nice pink blush. This is from IT Cosmetics. This is Confidence in Your Glow. I'm gonna take the middle of this and just pick up some of that pink and just pop some blush on my cheeks just to warm me up a little bit. Match my top. We're going for the cute pinky glam vibes. All right, I think that's good enough. Time for highlighter. I'm gonna be using the Soul Body highlighter in Golden. It's so pretty. Watch what it does. Just watch. Time to move on to eyeshadow. Okay, I'm excited to use this palette. This is the Supreme Nudes from Artist Couture. And just take a look at these beautiful colors. So I'm gonna start with Transcend and use this as my transition color in my crease. And it's just a really pretty peachy brown color. Now I'm gonna take the color Mink, and it's a pretty dark brown that I'm just gonna focus more on the outer corner of my eye just to give it some depth and blend it in with the previous color, Transcend. I'm gonna mix Transcend and Mink, and I'm gonna bring it on my lower lash line, only on the outer part. Now I'm gonna take this pretty gold shimmer color called Opulence, and I'm just gonna put it in the inner corner to give it like a little pop. And we about to be done. Okay, so the shadow is done. Time to move on to some eyelashes. But first, I'm gonna apply my eyelash glue. Like I normally do, this is a trick that will save you guys so much time when applying your eyelashes. All you have to do is get your eyelash glue, but make sure it's an eyelash glue that basically applies like a liquid liner. And then you're gonna get your mirror because you need to get really up close and personal. I prefer using a black eyelash glue because you don't have to apply liner. It covers the gaps in between like your lashes and the false lashes, and then I just like to apply the eyelash glue like liner. Now just pop your lashes on. You don't even have to wait for the glue to dry. It will just get sticky immediately. Booyah! Now that my lashes are on, we're just gonna quickly apply some black mascara just so I can blend my lashes with the false lashes and we don't see any gaps or any of the shadow shining through. Okay, it's time to move on to eyebrows just to pull together the whole look. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil. Can't go without doing those brows, although I'm not gonna do much because I already have thick brows, but I'm just gonna fill in the sparse areas that I have and just clean it up a little bit. A quick tip that I like to do when setting my eyebrows is using hairspray. So I'm gonna be using the liquid mousse from Fantasia, and this is the Make or Hold Spritz hairspray, and I just take a little spoolie and I spray it on the spoolie, and then I just run it through my brows. Sometimes I use Got To Be gel as well, but I'm gonna use my spritz today. They both give you a different look. This just really locks your hairs in place, and I don't know about you, but my hairs, they're all over the place. So they need to be tamed. Okie dokie, time for the last step, and that is applying my lip color. We're gonna do a really cute nude lip to go with the nude Glam. I'm gonna take my ColourPop lip pencil, and this is in the color, ooh, this thing is old. You can't even see the color. Oh, it's in the color K, and I'm just gonna line my lips with this. It's a really pretty brown lip liner. Then I'm gonna go in with my Natasha Denona lip gloss, and this is Lip Euphoria, and it's a really pretty nude, like a nude peach color. Look at that. Okay, so I lied. There's one more step left, and that is setting all of this makeup, and I'm gonna be using the Pop Beauty Makeup Magnet Mist just to set my makeup so it stays in place. Then I like to take my fan and just let it dry. Get my Beyonce moment. All right, guys, this is the finished look. This is the natural, soft, quarantine-y glam, stay-at-home slay. Are you guys gonna try this out? Let me know wherever you are. If you do, please make sure you tag BET and me so we can see your looks. I wanna see how bomb you guys look with a beat face in your PJs, going to Instagram to take pics, and then washing this all off. Thank you for chilling with me and watching Hot Girl Style Home Edition. I hope you feel like a hot girl right now, because I do. I'm gonna go to the gram and take some pics, take advantage of this opportunity before I go back to looking how I normally look. Yeah.